Yo, what's up, everybody? Rosa the Rascal 15 here, and today we're playing Resident Evil Zero, which actually released on the Nintendo GameCube back in 2002. For those who don't know, this game was actually being developed for the Nintendo 64 way back in the day, like in the year, I think 1999 or 2000. For those who don't know, this is actually a prequel. Obviously, it's in the name. It's a prequel to the original Resident Evil. And I'm going to be honest with you, my opinion on this game. I think this is a good survival horror game. This is a good Resident Evil game. But I'll be honest with you, I think I set this on my ranking of the Resident Evil games. This is probably my least favorite game in the franchise. Not like the worst Resident Evil game. No, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when we think of bad Resident Evil games, I think we could think of way worse, like Umbrella Corps, Operation Raccoon City, Resident Evil Survivor, Resident Evil Gaiden, Resident Evil 6 comes to mind, but Resident Evil Zero is probably one of my least favorite in the survival horror franchise. Like, in the survival horror, uh, let me try to rephrase that again. Resident Evil Zero is my least favorite in the tank control, fixed camera angle ones. Like, if we're talking Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 1 Remake, this is my least favorite of the fixed camera angle ones. I don't know, something about this game was like this isn't a bad game. Like, when it came out on the GameCube back in 2002, this game was well received. Critically it did well. Like, I think it got like 8s and 9s out of 10s. But the biggest problem with this game was that it came after the Resident Evil 1 remake. And not to sound mean, it was being developed before the Resident Evil 1 remake. And not to sound mean, that was to its own fault. Because by the time this game came out, Resident Evil 1 Remake was just way better of a game. In fact, I recommend you go out and play the 2002 Resident Evil Remake. Go out and play that instead. Do not play Resident Evil Zero as your first game in the franchise. I know what you're saying. Like, Rosie, should I play this game because it's the first game in the story? No. This is only strictly for the die-hard Resident Evil fans. Do not play this. This is technically the 5th. Yes, you heard me right. This is probably... Oh, no, this is the 6th fixed camera angle Resident Evil game, because this game came out after Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and the remake. By that point, there was already 5 mainline Resident Evil games by this point. So please, for the love of God, do not make this your first Resident Evil game. A lot of my friends made that mistake saying, hey, Rosie, I played this game as my first Resident Evil game because storyline-wise, this is the first one. Yes, technically in the storyline, this is the earliest game of the franchise as of right now, unless they make a really early Resident Evil game. Who knows? Maybe the next Resident Evil project will be like a real prequel. Like, maybe it's going to be a Resident Evil game in the 1980s, 1970s. We don't know that. But as of right now, this is the earliest in the timeline. This takes place way before the Mansion incident in Resident Evil 1. This is a prequel. Let me talk about the good things about this game. The good things. I actually think that this is... Graphically, it's a really good-looking game. For the GameCube, this game looks fucking stunning. The pre-rendered backgrounds are stunning. Sadly, it was the last Resident Evil game to use pre-rendered backgrounds. After this, they did not use any more pre-rendered backgrounds ever since Resident Evil Outbreak and, of course, Resident Evil Dead Aim, Resident Evil 4. Everything after that, this is the last game to use pre-rendered backgrounds. So it's the last of an era. I like Rebecca. In this game, she gets developed a lot more. Billy Cohen, he's a really interesting character. I love the soundtrack to this game. I think this game has an outstanding soundtrack. It's a pretty creepy game for the most part. Again, this is a good survival horror game, but I'm going to be honest with you. Look, I'll talk more about it as I go along, but honestly, the story for this game, I feel like this was an unnecessary Resident Evil game. There was no need for this game to exist other than... It's only for the diehard fans. My biggest complaint was that it's supposed to be a prequel to Resident Evil 1, and this is supposed to be about the Bravo team, Rebecca's team. And we don't really get to follow the team. It's mainly... This game is really Billy Cohen's game. Billy Cohen's supposed to be like a soldier in the game, who's supposed to be like court-martialed because apparently he was being, sent to prison because apparently he was involved with an incident where he ended up killing like a bunch of innocent people in a village. And long story short, because of this Resident Evil, zombie outbreak, he was able to get out of it because, he's a soldier that was going to be taken to prison because the zombies were, you know... Look, the biggest problem with this game is that the fucking story. The story to this game, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not great. In fact, I can go as far as saying that if you skip this game, the only thing you're going to miss out on is Billy. Billy's actually a good character. But other than that, this game doesn't need to exist. Like, realistically, this game has no business existing. I don't feel like that this was a necessary Resident Evil game. The only reason why they made this game was because it runs off of the RE1 remake engine, which looks great, by the way. Don't get me wrong, this game's stunning. But I'll be honest with you, this game did not need to exist. But why am I playing this? Because, I don't know, I was supposed to play this game on my channel. In fact, I started a playthrough of this game like 6 or 7 years ago, and I never got to finish it. So let's go ahead and play this game for the first time yet again on this channel. I'm going to be starting a normal playthrough, and let's go ahead and play this shit.
Resident Evil 0.
I'm going to be putting this in original display, original controls, and I'm going to put the subtitles on. Let's do this shit. Resident Evil 0. Let's get started.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island. An island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the international enterprise Umbrella was somehow involved, little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom? And how was the T-Virus created? To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning, before the mansion incident.
Do you think so too?
Yeah.
Do about it.
Hold off for a while.
But I wonder how those R&D people would react to this.
It began as a simple investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon City. Nothing in our training could ever have prepared us for the nightmare that ensued. We never stood a chance.
What's going on? Engine failure. Emergency landing.
Check the current position and investigate the surrounding area.
Captain, look! Captain!
What happened?
Court order for transportation. Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant, 26 years old. Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Those poor soldiers.
They were good men just doing their jobs, and that scum murdered them and escaped.
All right, everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
Train.
The door to safety is shut. There is no turning back. Alright, first of all, before I get started with this game, goddamn does this game look good. Yeah, before I get started with this playthrough, I don't hate this game. Like, I said it before, and I'll say it again, this is not a bad game. In fact, this is a good survival horror game, and in fact, it's the last time a classic Resident Evil game would be classic. After this, you had the Resident Evil Outbreak games, which still use the fixed camera angles, and after this, when Resident Evil 4 came out just 2 years after this game, again, Resident Evil, for better or for worse, changed after that. It was over the shoulder, and this is the last of an era. Again, this is the last time Resident Evil would use fixed camera angles. So I do have a bit of nostalgia, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of my friends like this game. This isn't a bad game, and by the way, I like to point out this movie mistake here. Right, movie mistake, like it's a movie. So Rebecca's handgun had a flashlight, right? And look at her handgun here. The flashlight's gone. Where is it? Where's the flashlight in her handgun? Alright, I'll stop. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. But yeah, this game looks fucking great. I mean, you gotta remember, this was a GameCube game. This was a GameCube game released in 2002. I'm playing this on PS4, and it looks fucking fantastic. This game looks graphically stunning. Can't believe this shit is already 24 years old. Damn.
This is Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
The government has announced that it has set out to our department. But as of 2 years ago, when a several plans were set up, the local government stepped in and took over.
Oh shit, everyone's infected on the train! Fire, Rebecca, fire! Gotta love this opening. Get out, zombies. Back up, zombie.
What just happened? I thought they were dead.
I gotta admit, I miss, like, survival horror games being like that back in the day, you know, like, characters just stumbling upon, like, something to, like, scary or very eerie, and they're like, what just happened, or what's going on, you know. Again, you just don't get horror games like that anymore, sadly. Again, I do like this game. Again, classic Resident Evil, you know, just fixed camera angles, you know, zombies. Again, you just don't see zombies that much. Thankfully, Resident Evil 9, which is the latest game in the franchise, they brought back zombies, which was, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, Resident Evil has always been a zombie franchise. It's kind of boggles the mind that zombies were, you know, missing from a lot of Resident Evil games. Like, I love Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, but I'm going to be honest with you, you know, the whole molded werewolves and vampires, I was like, can we just go back to the zombies? I mean, realistically, Resident Evil is basically like a love letter to, like, George A. Romero, you know, like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, on all those. Not that I don't appreciate the new monsters they brought into the franchise, but let's be honest, Resident Evil at its heart has always been a zombie franchise. Yeah, but no, I think this game looks fantastic. One thing cool is that I actually got some costumes in this game. There's actually DLC costumes in this game. Like, let's go ahead and put Rebecca in this outfit. Yeah, look at that. I like how the game could just let me pick outfits like that. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the immersion. This is Rebecca going out to a party. Look at that. She's ready to go to the club, everyone. The train's employee's corpse has been brutally torn apart. He's holding something. He's got a train key! Let's grab that. Uh-oh.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me. Been fantasizing about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with Stars.
Stars.
Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around. So, I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
But she didn't. Damn!
Edward! Are you alright? What happened?
Gotta love her reaction of that.
Worse than... We can't. You must be careful, Rebecca. The forest is full of zombies and monsters.
I think Rebecca figured that out by this point.
Monsters.
Oh shit, and fucking canines! Look at that shit. That's a dog, man! Holy shit. Doberman Pinscher. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Die, doggy! Get out. Oh my god, you fucking... No, get off me! Get off me, doggy! No, doggy! Down. Down, boy. Alright. Shit. Alright, that's not good. Love this song. Okay, I don't know my health. I'm still on fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, who the fuck is that dog? Shit! Back up, doggy! Goddamn. Reload. Poor Edward. I was gonna say, I like how Rebecca reacted very nonchalantly. It's like, Edward, what happened? I'm like, dude, if you see one of your friends fucking front flipping through a window covered in a bunch of blood, and I wouldn't think that my reaction would be, Edward, what happened? I'd be like, my reaction would have been like, holy shit, oh my god, what the fuck? You know, like, that would have been my reaction. Rebecca acted so calm. She's like, Edward, what happened? She acted like he just stubbed his toe. Like, really, dude? Like, Rebecca, come on. Rebecca, the fucking dude was covered in bite marks head to toe. Alright, but listen, I know. Look, that's what I mean about Resident Evil having that B-movie charm. It reminds me a lot of, like, Evil Dead. Have you guys ever seen the old Evil Dead movies? Characters act like that. Like, there could be a guy, like, characters could have, like, their bones sticking out and, like, an eyeball missing, and they'll just be like, you're gonna be okay. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're gonna be okay? Dude, are you... Like, that, Rebecca's reaction is like, Edward, what happened? I'm like, the dude is missing, like, half of his shoulder. He's covered in, like, scratches, bites, and he's missing, like, half of his organs. And Rebecca's like, yeah, Edward, what happened?
This is Rebecca. Over.
Rebecca, can you hear me? This is Rico. What's your location? Over.
Enrico! Hello! Can you read me? Please respond.
Rebecca, I can hear you. Now listen up. We've obtained detailed information on the fugitive from a document found in the wrecked wagon. Billy Cohen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23 people.
We have also confirmed that he was institutionalized, so keep your guard up. Can you hear me, Rebecca? Over. Stay alert, Rebecca. He wouldn't think twice before killing you.
Enrico! Captain! Hello? Hello!
Okay, so I'm gonna be... I don't know if that cutscene should have played before, because... So, you get caught by your captain, and he says, like, hey, be careful, Billy Cohen might kill you. He wouldn't think twice. We just met Billy earlier, you know, supposedly the fugitive that killed 23 people, and that he's been institutionalized, he's a serial killer. Yet, he sees Rebecca, and he's like, yeah, goodbye. So, I don't know why they showed that cutscene. I mean, really? Is he all that dangerous? I mean, we just met him, and he let Rebecca live. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, I've always found that cutscene kind of like, yeah... I mean, for a guy who's supposed to be like this serial killer, like, oh my god, he's evil. He sure let us live. He's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you guys. Like, yeah, I don't want to deal with Stars right now because I don't care about you guys. Billy doesn't really want anything to do with us, so, yeah. Something tells me he's not really all that bad of a guy.
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in. Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train. And I, for one, want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca, why don't you go and try while I wait here?
Look, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Rebecca's adorable, but I think it's a little sexist for Billy to be calling her like Miss Do-It-Yourself, little girl, and dollface. Like, I mean, Billy's just talking down to her, man. I mean, he's being fucking. He's talking like my uncle drunk at a fucking birthday party. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like talking to every female person at the fucking party. Like, like, yo, come on, you got to be respectful. That's an officer. Be respectful, okay? You can't just call her little girl or, you know, Miss Do-It-Yourself or dollface just because she's a female. Come on, Billy.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Now that's fucking nasty. Ugh! This is some David Cronenberg shit right here. What the? Ooh, that is nasty. Yeah, we're gonna fuck right off. And anybody with reaction will be like, run! Get out of here! Run, run, run! Yeah, make sure you run. Don't ever fight this fucker. Just run. You see the leech guy? Run. Oh god, this reminds me of that movie Sliver. And just to let you know, this game did come out during the time when The Matrix was popular, as you can see there. That was some Matrix bullshit he pulled there.
Are you okay?
Keanu Reeves would be proud. That was silly. That was some Matrix bullshit right there.
Who is that guy?
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't...
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right. But you just remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Fine. Now take these with you.
Thanks for the bullets.
If you find anything, give me a call, alright?
Okay, honestly, they argue like brother and sister, alright? Don't they act like... They're not acting like a cop and a felon would act. They're just acting more like brother and sisters, arguing like, fine! I'm gonna tell Mom if you don't give me my Game Boy back. You know, I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be straight up with you. That cutscene was unintentionally funny. You got an opera singing leech, man. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Listen. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna combine this ammo. Give this to Billy. We're gonna send, Rebecca upstairs. But first of all, I gotta combine this shit. Alright, Billy, combine this. Let's see, exchange that. Alright. So now we can do something unique about RE0, and that's being able to control different characters. So let's go ahead and do this real quick.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Okay, so we can switch characters. Rebecca, you're gonna go up there. Billy, you can fuck right off. Billy is gonna leave. Alright, we're going up here, everyone. I like how Rebecca's like, I'll shoot you if you do anything funny. Honestly, for a police officer and a wanted felon, they've been acting pretty fucking civil. I think there's been more I've seen more hostile activity at a fucking McDonald's. I'm serious. One time I went to a McDonald's one time and I seen like a guy in front of me was fucking arguing about like, listen, I ordered a 6-piece chicken nugget, you only gave me 5 chicken nuggets. And the dude was willing to fight the employee. I'm just telling you right now, I've seen way more hostile situations at McDonald's. A guy fighting over a chicken McNugget has been more hostile than these two, which is supposed to be a cop and a wanted felon. Just saying. I'm just saying. They're pretty civil if you ask me. They're acting pretty friendly. Alright, there we go. Reconnect the cable. Oh. Oh, poor Rebecca. Oh, that's just close. Alright, you know what? Let me switch costumes here. Rebecca, get you out of these costumes. Let's switch her outfit. Hold on. Let's go ahead and put her in a cowboy outfit. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Cowboy Rebecca for the win. That's just silly. I can't believe this game lets me do that. There's DLC costumes in this game, but I didn't buy them. Maybe I'll buy them in the future. There's like a nurse outfit you can get for Rebecca. And there's like a fucking Street Fighter Alpha 3 Cody outfit you can get for Billy, but I don't have that outfit because I haven't paid for the DLC. Excuse me, I just burped. Let's put a key here. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna send Billy to go get that key. Yep, press the button. Alright, Billy, you gotta go get that key, buddy. Alright, switching to Billy Cohen. Yeah, so one thing unique about RE0 is that you have to switch characters. It's the only Resident Evil game that I can think of where you have to switch characters. In fact, I think it's the only game in the franchise. Maybe Resident Evil 5 comes to mind with the whole AI partner. But yeah, this is unique to this game where you have to... You can't control the other character with 2 players. It's unfortunately a 1-player game, so you have to switch characters back and forth. But it does make the game a lot harder. That's one thing I gotta say about RE0. This game is fucking hard. That's why I don't recommend this being your first RE game, because this game will kick your ass. This is a hard Resident Evil game. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. This game is fucking hard. Like, it is hard, dude. This is a fucking tough game. Do not play this as your first Resident Evil game. Oh shit, zombies are getting up. Zombies! Alright, hang on. Let me take care of these guys here. Get out of here, zombies. There's the other guy. Oh, here, there's the other one. Come here. Come here, Zambi. Get out, zombie. Alright. Let me reload the gun here. Now, the reason why you want to kill the zombies is because you got to backtrack here, and also because Rebecca... One thing I have to complain about this game compared to other Resident Evil games, you pretty much have to kill every zombie you see. You kind of have to because you got to come back a lot, and also you got to protect your partner. If you don't, plus you kind of screw yourself over. Reload. Alright, got rid of all the zombies. Let's keep going. Don't worry, we got plenty of bullets. I am playing this on normal difficulty. Do not put this game on hard difficulty. If it's your first time... In fact, if it's your first time playing this game, put it on easy. This game will kick your ass. I'm not even kidding. This is a hard fucking game. This game is tough, man. I remember back in the day, a lot of people were giving this bad reviews because they said, it's too hard. The game's too hard. Well, no shit. It's a survival horror game. Of course it's going to be hard. It's not a horror game unless it's... If it was easy, then it wouldn't be scary. It's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to challenge you as a gamer. Alright, let's go this way. We're going to hit this button here. Okay, we're going to go up the ladder. Yeah, but no, I like this game. Again, I think this is a good Resident Evil game. Like, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 7 out of 10 game. Not a bad game, just I think it's very flawed, but again, I have a soft spot for it. Okay, what the fuck was that? You hear that sound, you're like, oh, there's something on the roof of the train. Again, classic horror movie bullshit right there. And look, this is a really good camera angle here, right? Look at this. Ah, man, look at that. Come on, man. Gotta love old school survival horror games. Look at that camera angle. Ah, man. Gotta love that. Again, I know. Sadly, I really missed that era of old school horror games where you have those fixed camera angles. It really felt like you were watching like a really good horror movie. I can't be the only one, right? Somebody tell me in the comments like, oh yeah, it really feels like you're watching like a really good, you know, old school horror movie. Which again, the old school Resident Evil games really feel like you're watching an old school horror movie. Again, I mean that as a compliment. It's not a bad thing. I really mean that as a compliment. Okay, pick up the handgun bullets here. Okay, there's some shotgun shells here. Let's pick this up. Okay, so we're gonna pick up this hunting rifle, which I'm only gonna use ever once in this fucking playthrough. No bullshit. This gun is only gonna be used once. Can't carry this right now. Okay, that's all right. Okay, I got a boomstick here. All right, let's fucking go this way. Y'all wish me luck. This game, by the way, one big complaint I have is the inventory management. There's a lot of items that take up like 2 slots. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with in the game. If you played this game, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. The shotgun shells here. Alright, I'm gonna kill this fucking scorpion. Yeah, spoiler alert. In case you're wondering what the hell that sound effect was, like on the roof of the train, it's a fucking scorpion, yes. We're gonna have a cameo by the Mortal Kombat character himself. Hanzo Hasashi is gonna show up for Mortal Kombat right now. Look at this. Alright, let's go fight this fucking dude. Let's go fight the Mortal Kombat character. Let's go! Now, how the fuck did a scorpion get on top of the roof of the train? Seriously, how did this thing get on top of the roof of the fucking train? You're telling me this thing was on top of a moving train? Alright, listen, I know it's a video game, but... Fucking scorpion. Come on, let's go, you bitch. I'm gonna shoot you with a shotgun. Oh, that didn't do anything. Damn, you got a fucking swipe on me. You know what? Fucking money. Alright, that's it. Watch, I'm gonna kill this thing with just a knife. Just a knife. Watch this. Y'all gotta wish me luck on this shit. Look, I can kill it with just a knife. This is silly. It's working. Come on, you fucking scorpion. Come on! Yo, Mortal Kombat dude, come on, let's go. Get over here. Get it? The scorpion from Mortal Kombat? I'll stop. Let's go, you scorpion. Come on, you want a piece of me? Shank him with a knife. Look at that. The knife is his weakness. Get out, son. This is silly. Look at this shit. This is video game design 101. Look at this. This is actually a boss battle in this game. Look at this shit. I'm serious. You can kill this thing with just a knife. Look at this. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, god damn. I messed up there. Yeah. Come on. Go, scorpion. This is a video game, everyone. The game's letting me do this shit. Did I kill this thing? I killed it. Look at that. I killed the fucking scorpion. That's just stupid. With a knife. Wow. Video game design 101 there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you kill the scorpion. Yes, that's an actual boss battle in this game. That's the very first... Look, this is what I mean by this game's flawed. Like, that's the scorpion boss battle in this game, I'm gonna be straight up with you, dog shit. This is a bad boss battle. You're supposed to shoot it with a gun, but you can exploit it with a knife. If you just stab it with a knife like that, you just time it correctly, you can just kill it. It's a bad boss battle. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but I mean, he looks cool. It's intimidating. I mean, imagine like a giant scorpion as the first boss battle. But then you realize how fucking easy it is. Once you know the exploit, yeah, it's stupid. I remember back in the day, my friends told me, you can't kill this thing with just a knife. Like, yeah, you can kill the scorpion in RE0 with just a fucking knife. It's stupid, but yes, you can. It's possible. It's dumb as shit, but you can do it. Alright, let's get out of here. Again, I don't hate this game. I know it sounds like I'm hating this game, but I'm just showing you, like, the flaws with this game. But, again, I am enjoying this game. It's not a bad game, like I said. I know it's really harsh for me to be like, oh, this is a bad game. It's not. It's okay. It's a decent Resident Evil game, like I said. I wouldn't call this a bad game. That's just being too harsh. Realistically, that's being too harsh to call it a bad game. Alright, let's keep going. There's some more zombies here. No, we got rid of all the zombies here. Okay. Now that I got that fucking... Look, I'm going to show you what to do next. Look, guys, I'm not going to talk too much. Because I'm going to show you exactly what we're supposed to do here. So I kill all the zombies here. I cleared a path. It should be okay for me and Rebecca to come back here again. I got to get Rebecca down here, actually. The train part of the game, I'm not going to lie with you. I don't like the train section of this game. I think the train part is pretty bad. After you get out of the train, I think the game gets better after this. Some people like the train section in this game. I'm not one of those people. I think the train part is kind of bad. So you open this shit, and then I'm going to show you what you do next. Then you go over here. I'm going to send the ice pick. You know, the mobsters approve of this. Excuse me. Yeah, you send the ice pick to Rebecca. Okay, click send. Alright, before I switch to Rebecca, I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to show you what's behind this door. Watch this shit. Actually, I can't go behind this door yet. Watch this shit. I'm gonna go down this little crawl space here. Watch this. Whee! I love that animation. I love those first-person views of the, you know, going down the door or going through a, you know, opening. That's cool. Doggy! Ow, fucking dog. Got rid of the doggo. Alright, so that's how you get rid of the doggies. By the way, fun fact, that's the only time in the whole game you're going to see dogs. No, I'm not even bullshitting you. After this, there are no more dogs for the remainder of the game. I'm not even kidding you. There's only, yes, 4. You can count them with one hand. There's only 4 dogs in the entire game. It's weird because the Doberman Pinschers are very iconic, you know, Resident Evil, you know, zombies. In fact, they even showed up in the Mila Jovovich movie. And there's only 4, yes, 4 in this whole game. After this, you're never going to see another Doberman Pinscher, for better or for worse. I'm being dead-ass serious. You're not going to see another Doberman Pinscher. Sorry for all my canine fans out there. Alright, we got the gold, what is that, a gold cock ring? Alright, so we grab the gold cock ring. You combine it with the suitcase here, the briefcase. There you go. Put the gold cock ring in there. Now we're going to go this way. By the way, the Molotovs I'm never going to fucking use in this game. The Molotovs are dog shit. You're supposed to use them on the leech enemies, but I never use them in the game. Honest to God, I never use them. Alright, we got a zombie here. Watch this. Get rid of the zombie. Get out, zombie. Get the fuck out. Got him. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get Rebecca down here. Okay, Rebecca's gonna get the ice pick here. Okay, Rebecca, come on. Let's get out of here, Rebecca. We don't have to be here anymore. Okay. Use the ice pick here. Alright. Let's get out of here. Run, Rebecca! Ignore that flaming zombie. That zombie's on fire. Literally. He's on fire. No, seriously. Throw some water on that poor zombie. Fucking zombie's burning to death. Alright, come on, let's go.
Follow me.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna give Billy a different costume. Billy does get an alternative costume in this game. He gets like a fucking, like, it's like a business suit. In fact, I'm gonna put him in that. It kind of reminds me of like
I'll put you
Yakuza.
over there.
Oh, wrong button. Hang on.
Follow me.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and give him that costume. Switch. There you go, look at this. Jacket. There you go. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Yeah, look at these two. They look like they're ready to go out to like... They look like they're gonna go like... They look like they have reservations to go to like a fucking Outback Steakhouse or like a Chili's. In fact, a lot of people like to call this Resident Evil game the Resident Evil dating game because Rebecca and Billy, they said, hey, these two should be a couple. Which they kind of feel like they're a couple, right? I mean, they're on the worst date of their entire life, if you ask me. Alright, let me go ahead and change this with Rebecca. And then Rebecca's going to go ahead and do this real quick. So Rebecca's going to hit this switch here. Go ahead, Rebecca, hit the switch here. Alright, switch to Billy here. Billy's going to get the hook shot here. Where my Legend of Zelda fans at, huh? We'll grab the hook shot here. Alright, come on, Rebecca.
Come on.
Roger.
Yeah, but no, a lot of my friends liked this game back in the day on the GameCube. Again, this isn't a bad Resident Evil game, but y'all let me know if you want to see me keep playing this game. You know, you guys can leave me feedback. If you guys want to see me finish this whole game on my channel, you guys can give me feedback. Let me know if you want to see a full Let's Play of this game. Again, I'm just playing this to test the waters. If you guys are enjoying the playthrough, let me know. Leave comments. Again, I really don't hate this game, and I've been wanting to play this game on my channel. Of course, if I beat this game, then I'll play RE1 Remake on this channel, of course. Alright, let's go. Come on. Shit. Go, Rebecca. Oh, shit. Yeah, fuck those zombies. Ignore them. Ignore those zombies. We're not going to deal with them. We're not going to deal with them. Okay, I'm going to go this way. Okay, I'm going to give Rebecca the shotgun shells here. Okay. Alright, give me those handgun bullets, Rebecca. I'm going to use the hook shot here. Alright. Alright, Rebecca's gonna stay here. I'm using the hook shot. I'm gonna get a key item here. By the way, this hook shot's a son of a bitch. You're gonna have to use it 2 more times, but till way later in the game. And goddamn does this game look good. I mean, look at the graphics for this game. You guys gotta keep in mind, this is a GameCube game. Yes, a Nintendo GameCube game from 2002. Keep in mind, this game came out the same year as like Super Smash Bros. Melee. I mean, look how good this game fucking looks. Can't stress enough how good it looks. Get out. I think this game and Silent Hill 3 are some of the best looking survival horror games from that time. Seriously, this game and Resident Evil 0 and then Silent Hill 3 look graphically insane for the time. There was a lot of good looking games from this time. Oh, look, another cock ring. We got a silver cock ring. There you go. Cool. Combine it with that. Open the suitcase. With the gold and silver cock ring, we get a blue key card. Awesome. Groovy. Alright, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. The leeches. No, not the leeches. The leeches are beaches. Get it? Sounds like bitches, but I'm saying beaches. Alright, I'll stop. You know, let me grow up for 1 second. That's disgusting. Look at that. They're covered in... That looks like fucking a P. Diddy party, if you know what I mean. That looks fucking disgusting, dude. Jesus Christ. Look at all that white stuff. Pause. This is starting to look like a fucking hentai room. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Disgusting. Disgusting! Alright, we're out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on, Rebecca.
This way.
Okay.
Okay, so far. Come on, Rebecca. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just get out of here. Fuck those zombies. Ignore them. Rebecca. Now, one thing cool is that you can actually command your partner if you wanted them to fire or not. Like, for example, if I go to the pause menu here, like if I hit square here, I'm playing this on PS4. So, partner has attack or idle. Basically, idle says, do not use equipped weapon. If you have them on attack, they will use the weapon they have equipped. I always put them on attack because I never want my partner to take hits. Rebecca cannot take hits. She cannot. If she does, she will get fucking... Like, Rebecca has actually a smaller health bar than Billy. If you sneeze in Rebecca's direction, she goes on caution. Billy can take a few more hits compared to Rebecca, but here's the bullshit thing. Billy cannot combine herbs. He's the only Resident Evil character in the franchise that cannot for the life of him. He cannot fucking combine herbs. So Billy is probably one of the worst Resident Evil characters in the franchise just for that reason alone. I'm talking gameplay-wise, not character-wise. Gameplay-wise, he's the worst character. If we're talking character-wise, I think that goes to Steve Burnside from Code Veronica. I don't like Steve. I think Steve has always been a very obnoxious character in the franchise. But that's just me. You guys can disagree with me in that. You guys can 100% disagree with me. I never liked Billy. I thought he was an asshole in that game. He was always annoying in Code Veronica. I'm looking forward to the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake in 2027. Hopefully it's pretty good. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's use that key card, son. What? Excuse me? Why can't I use the key card? I want to use the key card here. Hang on. I'm standing like... Excuse me, I was an inch off of it. There you go. I have to be right next to it. I was a centimeter off. Here we go. Of course I want to throw it away. I don't need the key card. Got a cutscene here.
This is Delta Team. This is Delta Team. We have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
Huh?
What happened?
Damn, those Umbrella Soldiers got fucked up. So yeah, it's kind of cool that we get to see Wesker from Resident Evil 1, obviously, and then William Birkin, which he'll be a character in RE2. Fun fact, Wesker's voice actor, for those who don't know, Wesker's voice actor is actually the same voice actor of Wesker from Code Veronica and the original, yes, the original Resident Evil 4. So he's voiced Wesker 3 times in the franchise. But one thing weird was that in the RE1 remake, he had a completely different voice actor. So, I don't know. But I like this voice actor. I'm hoping that Anthony Starr plays Wesker, you know, the actor who played Homelander in the Boys show. I'm hoping he can play him one day in a live-action adaptation. Please, Capcom or Hollywood, cast Anthony Starr as Wesker. Please do it. That would be perfect casting.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
We're gonna stop this train, damn it. Alright. Who's gonna stay behind? Rebecca.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. Then you apply the brake from here, okay?
All right. Billy,
What?
be careful.
Yeah.
They look silly, I'm sorry. Look at them. These two look like they have a reservation at Chili's. I'm just saying. Look at these two. I'm just saying. Billy and Rebecca were supposed to go to Chili's. You know, they were going to go, you know, get like fucking baby back ribs and fucking, you know, like... They're like, oh my god, zombies. Like, come on, Rebecca, we're supposed to go to Chili's, man. Or maybe they were going to go Outback Steakhouse. They're gonna, like, Billy was going to order himself a T-bone steak and probably like a nice glass of like whiskey. And then Rebecca was going to get like a champagne... like a champagne drink and a fucking, like, I don't know, like a baked potato and a salad, like a chicken Caesar salad. And they're like, oh, god damn it. They don't lie, they look like they're both supposed to go out on a date, right? Oh god, the zombies are getting up. Hang on. Alright, we gotta run. We gotta make a run for it, guys. Zombies! I'm serious, with these costumes, they look like they were supposed to go out on a date. Run, Billy, run. You're a zombie. Fuck off, zombie. Nope. Get out. Love the music in this game. Again, the music in this game is fantastic. I can't stress enough. This game has an outstanding soundtrack. If I'm being real with you guys, the soundtrack of this game is actually really good. Oh shit, a lot of zombies there. No! Get off me! No, you motherfucker! Get up! Get the fuck up! Oh, you bitch! Get off! Get off! Get off me, bitch! Okay, I gotta be on fine, right? What's my health bar at? What's my health bar at, damn it? I'm on fine. I'm still on fine after taking 2 bites. Get out of here. That's Edward, by the way. Or it was Edward. That was actually the guy that was, you know, the one that was talking to Rebecca earlier in the game. If you play as Rebecca in this section, you get a specific cutscene with her. But I don't want to pick Rebecca because Rebecca cannot take that much hits. We're gonna go this way. Just a little handgun here. Alright, let's go. Yeah, but that was Edward, you know, the guy who was like, we must, you know, Rebecca, the fucking forest is full of zombies and monsters. I like how he tells Rebecca there's zombies and monsters. Like, she already figured that shit out. You don't think she's figured that out by the time she got on the train? Alright, so now we go this way. Use the key card that we just picked up. And we gotta do some mental math here. Alright, let my autism work in here because I'm good with numbers. Let's do 8, 8, 8, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, bitch. Let's go! Math is power!
This is Billy. I've engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Thanks, Rebecca. I love your outfit, by the way. Alright, here we go. And this time, but Rebecca's is broken, by the way, so you have to do mental math. Alright, so 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 64, 65, 67, let's go. Mental math, let's go. I'm good with numbers. You just basically have to add the numbers to make it that. Again, I'm good with numbers. Okay, there goes the train. Holy shit, dude. Yo, the train, dude. Okay, we quote-unquote stopped the train. I say sarcastically, we didn't stop the train. Look at that. Boom! Damn it, if only we had Spider-Man to stop this train. You know, we didn't have Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 2 to stop this train. Damn. That's gotta hurt. Now, realistically, Billy and Rebecca should have been dead. I'm just saying, they should have been dead from that fucking crash. They should have been dead. I mean, that's it. That's game over. But no, they survived, of course. Why wouldn't they survive? They got that video game plot armor. Not a single scratch. Look, Billy even kept the shades on during that crash.
Rebecca.
I want those shades, man. He didn't drop them.
Here.
The radios didn't come off. I mean, I think all they got was maybe like, I think Rebecca like sprained her arm. I think Billy peed his pants a little, but that's about it though.
We managed.
Yeah, look, they're fine. They're perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Oh, no. I don't want Billy to fight the zombies. Alright, so put him on idle. Get it, Billy idle. I put Billy on idle. Get it, Billy idle. I'll stop. I'll grow up. Listen, that's a reference to a singer, by the way. Let's go, let's go. Oh, come on, Rebecca. No, don't fight. Don't fight the zombies. Come on. Grab this shit. Hurry, grab it, grab it! Oh, fuck. The zombies are about to grab Rebecca. Come on, Rebecca, let's go. Let's go, Rebecca, come on! Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, we're never coming back here again. Okay, you have to hurry up. I could kill those zombies, but I don't want to waste ammo. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go down here. Come on, Rebecca. Ugh, look at all the shitty water. Ugh. Alright, so make sure you bring the hook shot. What I always like to do in this playthrough, every time I play this game, I like to leave the hook shot here. In fact, I'm going to leave it right here. Actually, yeah, I could leave it right here in this spot. Yeah. Leave the hook shot here. What? The game's not letting me leave the hook shot here. What the hell? What the hell? It doesn't let me leave it here. What the fuck? Okay, the game's supposed to let me leave the... I can't leave it here. What the fuck? Is it because Rebecca got on? Rebecca, get off.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
No, get off, Rebecca. Oh my god, dude. Get the fuck off, Rebecca. Get off. Stupid AI. Okay, hang on. Hold on, guys. What? Why doesn't it? Okay, I swear it lets you live. You can leave the hook shot here. I'm not bullshitting you guys. There we go. Look at that shit. That's so annoying, dude. Alright.
This way.
Roger.
Oh my god, that was so annoying. That's what I mean by this game has like some flaws. Like, look at that. I'm just trying to leave an item there and I have to fucking fight with the game just to leave an item. It's so stupid. Alright. Bad game design 101 right there. If only there was an inventory box in this game.
Research center? The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the male?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto. Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power. Power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train, too.
What?
Revenge. On Umbrella.
Oh my god. Look at this Final Fantasy looking motherfucker here. I can't take this shit seriously when the main villain of this game looks like a fucking Final Fantasy reboot.
Dr. Marcus?
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, this is just silly. Alright. Alright guys, this is gonna be the end of this part. I'm gonna save the game here. Leave the items here. Let's leave all the healing items here. And I mean all the healing items. There we go. Alright. Looks good. Alright guys, well this has been your boy Rosie the Rascal 15. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my first part of RE0. If you guys want to see me continue this playthrough, let me know. I've been enjoying the hell out of this game so far. I mean, despite its flaws, it's been pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, with that being said, guys, let me know if you guys want to see me play more of this game, like I said. Again, I like this game. I don't think it's a bad game, but we're going to go ahead and save our game here. Yeah, with that being said, guys, this has been your boy, Rose of the Rascal 15. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this game. You guys leave in the comments your feedback. If you guys want to see more, I will continue this playthrough. Or whatever you guys want to see me play, just leave in the comments. With that being said, this has been your boy, Rose of the Rascal 15. Take care. God bless. Resident Evil 0, do not make this your first Resident Evil game, but I think this is a good Resident Evil game. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Rosie, I'm out. Peace.